have great forwards. Outstanding midfield players. Superb defenders. And a brilliant goalkeeper. You might have a chance of winning the Premiership title. Good evening. A great night of football with the three Championship contenders all in action. 7-4 on favourites Manchester United. 5-4 Arsenal away to their great rivals Tottenham Hotspur. And 33-1 chance Chelsea at home to another of the season's top sides, Leeds United. Well, would the title race be any clearer after those matches? We're about to see some thrilling action in the company of a man with 8 Championship medals, Alan Hansen. Well, Tottenham Hotspur will certainly be playing their part in the outcome of the Championship. They play all three protagonists. And first tonight, it was old rivals Arsenal at White Hart Lane. A fantastic atmosphere, as you'd expect. And John Motson in the commentary box.
With just 12 days of a 9-month campaign to go, the destiny of the Championship could lie, ironically, in the hands of Tottenham and one George Graham, who won it 3 times with tonight's opponents, once as a player on this ground in 1971 and twice as Arsenal manager. Spurs face all 3 contenders, Arsenal tonight, Chelsea next Monday and Manchester United on the final day. And with his lineup, Graham is doing his old club no favours. He restores Tim Sherwood and David Ginola to the starting lineup following the defeat at Liverpool. Luke Young is recalled in defence. Arsenal also bring back familiar names. Martin Keown returns from suspension. Dennis Bergkamp reclaims his place in the starting 11. Arsenal unbeaten in the league since before Christmas. That last defeat at Aston Villa, the only time they've conceded more than 1 goal in a Premiership match this season. The match will be preceded by a minute's silence in memory of 2 Tottenham stalwarts who died last week. The late Sir Alf Ramsey and a playing colleague of his in the 50s, Les Bennett. Well, if your roots are in North London, this is the biggest match of the season. The 136th meeting of Tottenham and Arsenal, the 124th in the league. Ginola and Spurs playing from the left in the first half. Arsene Wenger, who's almost forgotten what it's like to lose in the league. Good touches, that was Anelka into the path of Bergkamp, and Tottenham are trailing a bit here. Bergkamp's got Overmars to his left, and it's Overmars! And Walker makes a vital save. In the 5th minute, Arsenal should have been in front. Spurs' defence was naked on the right-hand side. Bergkamp here draws 2 across, and look at the room for Overmars. Good stop by Walker, it has to be said. Corner. It's too long for all of them. Bergkamp. Keown still forward here. Offside. Ray Parlour. Well, I just wonder how many clear-cut chances there'll be in this North London derby, as good as that one. That's an early scare for the Tottenham manager. This is from it to Tarico. Sherwood's made a forward run. This is Ginola. Foul by Parlour. That's the first booking. Joey Parler, who would have been in the England squad going to Budapest had Arsene Wenger not requested his release. He's going to get booked for that trip. Oh, and the header on. Didn't quite find Everson, who was coming in on the far post. Sherwood. Vieira. Oh, Anelka away from Campbell. In the centre, Bergkamp and Overmars making ground. Parler's joining them now. This is Parler. And still, and Anelka. And Petit. It was a fair effort, and Walker down to his left. Makes his second save of the night. It was hit well enough, but also close enough to him for the keeper to make the save. Corner to Arsenal, Petit to take it. Keown is forward, so is Adams. Volleyed away by Stefan Freund. Bit of ping-pong there in the Arsenal half, and Adams is still on the ball. Bergkamp, good turn against Freund. This is Anelka. Parler out on the right. Bergkamp's got Petit going through the centre, and it's Emmanuel Petit for Arsenal, and that is a fantastic goal. That's got championship quality written all over it. You might say it's got World Cup quality written all over it, because he's done it there as well, Emmanuel Petit. And what a delightful, delicate finish, and how well made by Bergkamp.
First Arsenal goal scored after 16 minutes.
16 minutes gone, and look at this. Precision, the through pass by Bergkamp. A little lob over the oncoming goalkeeper by Petit. Made to look so easy. But this will rank among the best goals Arsenal have scored this season. It might prove to be one of the most important. Tottenham left to look and admire. The perfect finish. Nothing that Tottenham could have done about that. Anderton, Sherwood, Ginola. Oh, now is he offside? No, he's not. It's Chris Armstrong. Maybe that should have been the equaliser. That's a real chance for Tottenham. Seaman was quickly out to meet Armstrong, but the Arsenal player plays it back. He can't be offside. It's a present, really, but he had to take it quickly, and look where Seaman was, right at Armstrong's feet. That's a tackle from behind by Luke Young on Nicholas Anelka. That's a yellow card for the young Tottenham defender. Anderton to Carr this time. No free kick given. Anelka. Oh, what a good touch, and well collected by Overmars, and there's two of them in the middle. Parler's there with Anelka. Danger here. This is Anelka. Oh, he's left two of them on their backside, and they both recovered, or Campbell did, before Anelka could get his shot in. It was a clever turn, but it was a phenomenal recovery, really, by Campbell. Otherwise, Spurs could have been two down. Arsenal breaking again with an extra man. Here's Tarico. Everson. Anderton. Armstrong's there with him. Everson in the penalty area now. It needs the early ball in, but it's too long. Well, Nicholas Anelka there as he picks up the pass from Overmars. Two of them go to... Well, look at that, but look how quickly Sol Campbell's back on his feet. Anelka, I suppose, on another day could have possibly passed to Overmars, but you'd thought he'd done the hard part. And Armstrong this time can find Everson. Anderton. Ginola. They're doubling. Oh, one from him by Parler. Bergkamp just inside him here for Arsenal. It's Dennis Bergkamp. Real danger again. Fingertip save, was it? Or just wide? Well, Bergkamp there, injured in another shooting opportunity. And again, Tottenham have got 2 or 3 men being thrown the wrong way. Perhaps Walker didn't get his fingers to it. Interception was by Winterburn. Now Bergkamp again picks it up in so much space. And look at Anelka. He's clear of the defenders. It's Nicholas Anelka. Oh, Arsenal making it look easy. But in fact, the play that preceded the goal from Bergkamp was magisterial. Anelka scores again. Nice, tidy finish. But look at Winterburn wins it there, but look at Bergkamp. He's hovering in that space in front of the Tottenham back four, and he's just bisecting them with his passes. Anelka finishes superbly. It's Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2 after 33 minutes. And Anelka scores his 19th goal of the season. And he made it look almost casual. Sherwood again makes a telling run forward, but 1, 2, 3 red shirts around him, and Vieira being one of them. And again, Parler finds Bergkamp, and Anelka makes another run from left to right. He's away from Luke Young again. This is Anelka, and Walker prevents it from being 3-0. Spurs with no answer to the moment, to the movement of Bergkamp and Anelka. Arsenal have the corner. Oh, Anelka's there again against the bar. Well, Spurs can consider themselves fortunate to be only 2 behind. Here's Freund on the break, and he's looking for Tirico, who made an inspired run from the fullback position. And David Seaman falls to kick clear. No shortage of incident in the North London derby. Here's the corner from Emmanuel Petit. Watch Anelka, that's his header, back off the crossbar. And while they're all watching, Tirico suddenly sees his chance at the other end, and Seaman makes a last-ditch clearance. And Parler goes again, and Ginola didn't go back with him. That was slack marking. It's Ray Parler! And it's a nothing effort, really, which he apologises for, but what on earth was going on? Ginola didn't go back when Parler made the run. If you watch this, no Tottenham player goes with him. And there's an appeal for offside, which it's not, and he has so much time, perhaps too much. Ginola. He's going to get a free kick here against Vieira. Now, is there something here for Tottenham to bite on? Anderton and Ginola will have a look at this. Anderton. Oh, it's in! Tottenham have got one back, and it's Darren Anderton. Seaman beaten down to his left-hand side. And what a game we've got on here now. Spurs back in it on 42 minutes. The ball rolled and stopped. Darren Anderton round the wall, and Seaman, well, it bounced in front of him. I'm a bit surprised to see that go in from here. You thought he had it covered, and it seemed to kind of dip underneath him. Armstrong with Everson ahead of him. He's going to play it to Carr. Takes on Winterburn. Spurs have a corner right at the end of the first half. Everson and Armstrong were disappointed the ball didn't come in sooner, but it'll come in now. Campbell's up. It's come off Adams. Then Parler. Then Bergkamp. Good ball out. And as Overmars runs towards the touchline, the players walk the other way. It's half-time in the North London derby. Petit after 16 minutes and Anelka after 33, giving Arsenal a terrific platform. It could have been more. They had chances. But then 3 minutes before the break, Darren Anderton with a free kick, which even he perhaps might have been slightly surprised to see squirm past the England goalkeeper, putting the derby match right on edge with a half-time score of Tottenham 1, Arsenal 2. That goal by Anderton, only the 16th that Arsenal have conceded in, what is it now, 35 and a half Premiership games this season. Vieira goes down straight from the... Oh, and Petit goes ploughing in, angry with the tackle, having a go at Sherwood. And we've got a scuffle in the opening seconds of the second half. Petit was angry with the challenge on his fellow countryman. But Steve Dunn is going to punish Petit for the way he reacted. It's a yellow card, but this is the tackle. It's Darren Anderton coming in behind Patrick Vieira. I don't think... Oh, it's probably the follow-up by Sherwood, really. Yes, it's the follow-up by Sherwood that angered Petit. Anderton's tackle was not the most venomous, but the follow-in by Sherwood could have been deemed to be dangerous. Spreads the play. Overmars, good touch. Bergkamp. Oh, back into the path of Overmars. That's another fine move by Arsenal, but he just overran the ball when it mattered most. Mark Overmars. They split the Tottenham defence again, but he showed too much of it to Walker. Ginola goes down, gets nothing, looks at the referee. Petit plays on, lovely ball to Overmars, and he's been tackled from behind by Darren Anderton right in front of the referee. That's a yellow card. Just caught the back of Overmars' legs there. That's where Overmars is at his most penetrating, when he comes in from the left and attacks down the middle. Cut should have scored in the first 5 minutes tonight. So, here's Winterburn. Anelka. Bit of a tug by Campbell, who's not having the most comfortable game here. Anelka turns him again and again. Needed the help of Freund there. Oh, and Tottenham give it away. It's Overmars for Arsenal. Walker right out, and Overmars again hits the goalkeeper. That's the second time that's happened. Difficult angle perhaps this time, but two chances for Mark Overmars. He hasn't taken either, and Winterburn has overcommitted himself. And this is Armstrong, and he's floated that. Too long, too long. Well, Overmars is right through here, but Walker again shuts down the angle. Here's Freund. Anderson with the first-time ball. Oh, and flicked on there by Armstrong. And Freund is in the attack here for Spurs. And Ginola's waiting far side from him, and down he goes. And referee says no. Stefan Freund appeals for a penalty. Steve Dunn will have none of it. It's Keown first, then Winterburn. Well, now then, it's all a bit of a tumble there. Don't think an Arsenal player touched the ball, but the referee didn't think the offence was worthy of a penalty. It's a corner to Tottenham, and it's getting very interesting now. Everson in there, so too is Sol Campbell here, marked by Tony Adams. This is Sherwood. Sliced by Adams. Appeals for handball against the Arsenal captain. That's not given either. That's forward by Carr. Now Overmars. Oh, he's gone past Freund. Bergkamp is in the middle, being joined by Anelka, and Overmars goes past Carr as well. It's a brilliant run, Bergkamp! Well, that is wing play of the very highest order from Mark Overmars. He took on two Tottenham players and skinned them both. Freund was the first, Carr was the second. The pullback to the near post was also perfect. Bergkamp shot wide under challenge. And again, it's the tussle between Ginola and Dixon. This does go back a while between these two. The yellow card is out from Steve Dunn. It's Lee Dixon. Pulling of the shirt, quite clear from there. So it's a free kick to Spurs. Tarico will take it. Everson is waving his arms on the far side of the area. Campbell is up there too. It's over the head of Stefan Everson. Winterburn. And now Anderton. Oh, he's got it back. Armstrong's the only one in the middle at the moment. Oh, and it nearly ran for Sherwood. Terrific interception by Patrick Vieira. He saved Arsenal there. No question. And there's going to be a replacement up front for Arsenal. Dennis Bergkamp will go off. And Kanu will come on. Bergkamp, who played brilliantly in the first half,
Substitution for Arsenal.
gets a big ovation from the Arsenal following. But this fellow Kanu, who scored 5 important goals for Arsenal since he came from Inter Milan. To Sinton. Armstrong waiting far side of the area. Sherwood is in the centre now as well. This is Dominguez. Can be a clever player on the ball. He's got round the back here. Anderton is in there now. Oh, and a chance for Armstrong. Everson! Well, Tottenham there with Dominguez floating past 2 Arsenal players. Lovely cross. And it falls in the end off Armstrong to Stefan Everson. But no, that was not the finish that Spurs were looking for. It didn't have the control that was needed. In fact, it was wild. Here's Martin Keown. Offside flag is up against Kanu. Dominguez. Beats Vieira this time. Finds Everson. Carr is up on the right-hand side. Everson shot! Well, that one from Stefan Everson did have David Seaman scrambling a bit. It's set up here by Dominguez. And Everson's only got one thing on his mind there. Here's Vieira to Petit. Good ball by Adams. Vivas, oh, he was round Sinton there and then obstructed. A little bit of the pace has gone out of the game now. More impetus. Wenger took off Bergkamp and brought on Kanu, and the effect is there for all to see. Tempers fraying in the closing minutes here. I think Vieira feels there was an arm waved in his direction. Petit, who's been booked earlier. There's no need for anybody on the Arsenal side to get himself into any trouble now. Here's Dixon. The last minute of time added on for stoppages. Arsenal with a comfortable 3-1 lead, which only reflects the way that for large periods of the game they've been very much in command. Here's Armstrong, Grimondi, Vieira had a tremendous match in midfield. This is Dominguez for Tottenham, trying his luck from well out. Arsene Wenger's team, Pat Rice to the right there. They've produced again tonight one of their more complete performances. And Kanu coming on and just making his impression at the right time. That's a foul against Anelka. Oh, and Sinton and Anelka falling out here in the dying seconds. And it is really the closing rights of the North London derby for another season, and Arsenal have won it in some style and remain at the top of the FA Carling Premiership. Arsene Wenger can be well satisfied with that performance. George Graham's team in the end beaten by some distance. It could have been more had Arsenal taken their chances, but it was Kanu who came on and did what was required as a substitute
This evening's attendance to
having earlier seen Arsenal go 2-up with Petit on 16 minutes, Anelka on 33, Anderton got one back just before half-time, Vieira was tremendous in midfield, and on 85 minutes, Kanu made it safe. And Arsenal, more important to them perhaps the 3 points and the 3-1 win, but again, they are the pride of North London for the time being. Their supporters celebrate a fine victory over Tottenham.
Well, interviews and comment on that result to come, but first it's straight on to Manchester United against Liverpool at Anfield. Liverpool hadn't beaten United in any match since December '95. Could this be their night, or would Alex Ferguson's team go marching on towards that title? The commentator is Barry Davis.
One of Alex Ferguson's strengths is that every match is special to him. But the start of 3 away games in 8 days marks his 500th in league football as the boss of Manchester United. That it comes against the club who would so dearly love to thwart his ambition adds a little extra relish. Nowhere now the Liverpool of old and missing their goal-scoring machines, but there's still hope on the Kop. 2 changes from Saturday's lineup. Song and Babb come in for Kwanima and Thompson. Manchester United have Jaap Stam fit again after missing 2 games with an ankle injury, and Roy Keane returns from suspension. And their top-scoring duo are reunited with Andy Cole, who scored twice in this fixture last season, back in the starting lineup. The top referee in the country, David Ellery, is the man in charge, and Manchester United are playing in white. First test for Phil Babb, on by Paul Ince. No foul. Bit of a lean-in by Gary Neville. Jamie Redknapp, 1 short of double figures in the scoring stakes, and now the leading scorer for Liverpool in the absence of Fowler and Owen. Brad Friedel, 3rd consecutive game in goal. Scholes, instinctive touch, found Stam. McManaman. Scholes quickly goal side of him. Matteo. McManaman again. Ince goes forward. They've got 4 forward here. Redknapp. Tenders a shot, might work for Leonardson. Ronnie Johnson away very calmly, but a bit too far ahead of Beckham. Spirited stuff from Liverpool. Won their last 2 matches, albeit with an element of fortune, coming from 2 down against Tottenham here on Saturday. This is Song. Taking on Irwin. Last touch was from the man from Cameroon. .263 wins in 499 so far for Alex Ferguson. Here's Ince, looks for Song. And he's done well. McManaman. Little smile on the face of Steve McManaman. I suspect that Liverpool were surprised by the performance of their signing from Africa. Very clever indeed, but no one really coming on to the ball. McManaman was just reaching to try to get a touch. Dwight York, Blomqvist, 5 forward for Manchester United. Still Blomqvist. Beckham. Owen. That's McManaman's. It was difficult though. Neville. And he's only scored a couple of times in his career. One of them this season. The bounce totally fooling McManaman. seen by Carragher. It's excellent challenge by Keane. That punch is a good one by Carragher. But Staunton's was first class too. Here's McManaman. Support from Matteo. Ince arriving in the box. Not a clean punch, but he caught his own rebound. Ince got forward very, very quickly then to arrive late on the scene, but just couldn't quite get there. But for the first time, Peter Schmeichel forced to show his worth. Bab. Beckham. Free kick for the challenge on Beckham, which is why he was missing when Cole played the ball square. Keane. Beckham. Keane. And really, Liverpool, after having so much play and in a style of such effort, concede the simplest of goals. Very, very well worked initially by Keane and Beckham. And another of those crosses, and Dwight Yorke accepted the invitation for his 17th goal in the Premiership this season. And his 28th in total. Goal in the 23rd minute. Manchester United lead. McManaman. Matteo going like a train on the left touchline. Needs a good cross. Reeler comes to the near post. Made it look so easy, Peter Schmeichel. How well he took that. Reeler almost got the touch first. Gerard Houllier, it's been a very, very difficult first season for him. And here's Cole. To the opening goal. Cross this time on the near post. But a very quick break by Manchester United, and Liverpool nearly paying for being caught out. Saved by their goalkeeper. Beckham. And Cole has got away. But the pass is taken in wide. Three coming to help. And here's Dwight Yorke. Ball a little untidy. Bab gets it away. But only to Beckham. Keane. Easier for Freeland. And the end of a really pacey first half. A one goal scored by Dwight Yorke, but no doubt that Liverpool lifted by the occasion, but lacking Manchester United's cutting edge. A really fine goal made by Beckham and Keane and scored by Dwight Yorke. But really, as far as Liverpool were concerned, they fell for a sucker punch, because that sort of goal has been scored by Manchester United almost ad infinitum this season. Score at half-time. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1.
A couple of scores for you in just a moment.
No changes at the start of what is the second half of the 66th meeting between these two sides in the city of Liverpool. And the home side now attacking the Kop end. Here's Redknapp. Watched by Dennis Irwin. Patrick Berger. In trouble by injury, but one of the Liverpool substitutes. Matteo. It's a good ball by Ince. Matteo did well to continue the run. Here's Ince! Yes, came up a little bit too high and he couldn't get over the top of it, but a really good attack down the left side. Matteo continuing the run, but the injection of pace on the pass by Ince, and look at his running now to the middle, and it just wasn't quite where he wanted it to be. probably be Liverpool's best attack of the match. Keane. Went the right way, the American goalkeeper, but he needed an arm to be half as long again. 2-0 Manchester United. 3 points are on the plate. Only 1 goal in it, in goal difference between the top 2 at the start of the evening. So as many goals as possible will be welcome for Manchester United. Stam furious with the referee and with the linesman, and a yellow card is shown to Dennis Irwin for that challenge on Steve McManaman. McManaman. It's ball one back by Berger. Oh, good try, Patrick Berger. Real verve there, both in winning the ball and in the shot. Cleanly away from Stam and not too far over the angle. Few mouths open on the cup. Berger. McManaman. 25th minute of the second half. Clean penalty by England's Redknapp. Schmeichel guessing to go right. Left the hole. Mattia. Berger inside. Ince inside him, spending so much time forward now. Ince. Here's Riedler. Covered by Stam. Corner. Head of Neville. Manchester United feeling the pressure from both sides. The Liverpool team coming at them, the cop behind them. Staunton was waiting for it and was better placed. Ball's up. And Irwin could be in trouble because he kicked the ball away. He's been booked already. He's shown yellow and he would now be shown red. And Dennis Irwin will not play in the cup final. Suddenly it's all gone wrong for Manchester United. In Mr. Ellery's opinion, he knew the ball had gone out and he kicked it away to waste up some time. And the second yellow card, and Manchester United are down to 10 men and rocking a bit. Nail-biting time for the Manchester United faithful. This is old club, and it could be crucial to the destiny of the Premiership title. Looked as though Riedler was going to do it. No reaction on the face of Alex Ferguson. Riedler couldn't dig it out. The goalkeeper came forward and Ince found the empty net as the ball broke for him. His 8th goal of the season, his 5th in the Premiership. Lennartson tries to get there. Back comes Thompson. Right, York hurt in that exchange, but back on his feet. Oh, what a chance for Carragher. There was no flag. An unchallenged header, and he doesn't even get it on target. And what will prove to be a disappointing night for Alex Ferguson. There was then a moment, surely, of some relief. come to show the yellow card to the Manchester United captain. 3 times Keane has been sent off by David Ellery. And the final whistle is blown. It's 2-2. Manchester United have just a point. Stirring stuff. Fine comeback by Liverpool. But you have to sympathise with Manchester United. How costly will be Dennis Irwin's kick of the ball away after the whistle had gone. 2-2, the final outcome. And there is now considerable doubt among the supporters of Manchester United as to whether the treble is to be theirs, whether the championship is to be regained.
Oh, the quality of the first goal was absolutely magnificent, and marvellous cross and a great header. And the second goal should have killed it off, but you know, you never know in a game of football.
Did you ever feel the victory was in doubt?
At 2-1, yes, at some stage where we missed many times the chances we created, and we could have scored the third, 3-4 before they scored the 2-1. So after that, one during 10 minutes, maybe in the second half, but after that, we were always in control and we were always dangerous tonight.
Still top of the table, a better goal difference. You must be favourites to retain the championship, mustn't you?
I don't know if we have a better goal difference, but I think it's still all open to everybody.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that we'd have won the game but for the referee, and we're just not going to let him deny us our opportunity to win this week. We'll recover from it. We're now that game which we have to pick up the goals, which will maybe mean something now, and it looks as if it could go to goal difference now.
I believe players love to win. They have shown that before in the past, and they still love to win, and there is a huge desire to perform and to win every game. And of course, we knew before we came here tonight that against Tottenham will be a tough game, so it was a relief and a big joy to win here.
Only 2 games left, and on paper, probably an easier run-in than Manchester United.
I don't think so. I think to go to Leeds is very difficult because Man United had a draw there, and Leeds is a quality team. They are fourth in the table, so it's very difficult for us. But we know we just have to recover first now. We lost Ray Parler tonight. We have some problems with Mark Overmars, get our injuries, if possible, back, and after that try to prepare well the next round.
Well, that's how the top of the table looks right now. Arsenal just about have the edge, but everything to play for still, as they say. And Alan, I mean, we've watched an awful lot of sport, but it doesn't get much better than that. 8 goals, 2 absolute thrillers, weren't they?
Absolutely fantastic tonight. I mean, when you talk about the drama and the excitement and the quality of the play and the goals that we've seen. But for me, we're near the end of the season. The pace and tempo of the matches were unbelievable. These guys have had a long, hard season, but it was right for 90 minutes, no quarter given in both matches. Absolutely terrific to watch.
Now, you've picked out 1 or 2 incidents that will be discussed for some time, I would imagine.
Yeah, just for a while, Des. The first one is Freund of Tottenham. Winterburn comes in there. I think it's a clumsy challenge. I've definitely seen these given. That was at a crucial stage of the match when Arsenal were 2-1 in front. This is a Liverpool penalty. You've got to watch at the bottom of the picture. It's Leonardson and Blomqvist. He just knocks off a bit the Manchester United player. Leonardson gets in there, the arm comes out. But I've got to say, I think that's unbelievably harsh. But not as harsh as this sending off. Dennis Irwin, you could argue that he was really honest there under the challenge of Carragher. Staunton goes to close down quickly. And, you know, he just plays it inside and he gets sent off, and he misses
the cup final.
He misses the cup final. And this guy is as honest as the day is long. He's been a model professional. He's been the best full-back in the 90s. And to miss the cup final for something like that, I think is really, really harsh.
And scored a great penalty tonight as well, didn't he?
Great play.
But in that match, I suppose in a way it was the tale of 2 crosses, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, the first cross from Beckham is absolutely sensational. Many times that we've seen this, and he just seems to caress it. I mean, it goes in with such great pace. Difficult to defend against. York comes in the back post and buries a header, a great goal. And right at the death, it's a longer ball in. Carragher on the 6-yard line, free header. He's going to look at that and cringe. But, I mean, if you analyse the match, you've got to say Liverpool did well to come back into the game 2-0 down.
They really wanted it tonight, didn't
well, right from the start they wanted it. I mean, without Owen and Fowler. They did well to... I thought Berger was a big difference. He was influential in the second half. And so I give them 10 out of 10 for getting back in the game, but I thought that the decisions definitely went against Manchester United.
In the other match, Arsenal were absolutely superb, especially in the first half.
Well, your man Bergkamp, how good is he? I mean, he's like a fine wine. He just gets better and better. I think he plays in this position just off the front man. If you give him time and space, he'll destroy anybody. And this was typical. He picks up here. Tottenham defenders back off. And you talk about the movement and the finish of Petit, but the weight of the pass was excellent. And of course, he comes off and you replace quality with quality. Kanu comes on, then bury it. That's just wonderful. And we've got more to come.
Well, it goes on and on, doesn't it? I mean, you can't say who's going to win it at this stage, can you, really? Because it can turn on an incident like we saw, you know,
I think the big match is Arsenal at Leeds. I think that is the hardest game of the two teams that we've got left. I think if Arsenal go to Leeds and win, I think they'll win it.
Okay, thank you.